Hello everyone, welcome back to the KMTRADERS channel. So we're looking at New Zealand dollar to the Japanese yen. We are looking at a possible move to the upside. Now, this particular pair has just been very choppy over the last, start of October really. That's why I personally have been having, quite mixed opinions about this pair. So ideally, what we were first looking at was for price to come into 0.68. Now, looking back at this, we do have a very choppy behavior, and I think we are now in store for a good move to the upside. And also following on with the other pairs, with the other JPY pairs, we can start to see that idea happening in other pairs also. So what I'm looking out for here, actually, before I actually explain, the actual move, I want to show you something that I talk about, just for educational purposes. So remember me saying when we talk about the break of the downtrend, we have two things that can happen. We can have, that clear break to the upside, and we can get that retest and then the push higher. So that's obviously a continuation move. Now, I don't always say that this can happen and this will happen all the time, so that's why I don't really trade it. The other thing as well that I always say is that the other thing that can happen with the breakout is obviously the fake out, where it creates that trap in the market. So this is actually a very good example that I want you guys to take on and learn from. So we can see that this is a very clear downtrend, and can you see exactly how many times you would have possibly have been caught out just by taking on, this approach of a trading entry? So you would have had a possible, this requires a very aggressive style of entry. And this is why we don't take this entirely with our trading plan. So this is why, possibly adding an EMA with an RSI indicator helps to, boost your probabilities of trading and of actually executing a profitable trade. So, with this here, we can see, price had always been caught out. So you possibly had to once, twice, three times, four times, and then on the fifth, this would have been the possible best opportunity to get in. So in hindsight, we did personally miss this ourselves. Looking back at this, we had a very nice head and shoulder pattern here. But again, like I always say, guys, I'm not too worried about catching the absolute bottoms, because all we have to do is trade with the trend. The main trend will always work. So what is the main trend and where am I looking at? I'm looking at the upside opportunity. So I'm looking at for this price to, push into 72, take out this high, and this is where I think the orders are going to be. Most orders are going to take place. So what I'm looking out for is to see if we can get in here. So we may have a little push up and then some sort of correction, or we may have that correction straight away. So just be wary of that. Don't hold it to gospel that we may get a push higher, but just be looking out for a correction to the downside. Wait for that possible retest somewhere, and could be looking at 70 potentially, or 69.8 as a possible confirmation, and then that push to the upside. So if we do get there, it's around 200 pips of a move, and that will be a very good bullish and long-term opportunity that I want to show you guys. So now obviously with this channel we do have invalidations that I want to give you, so you have a definite confirmation that we are pushing lower if this idea fails. So if we are looking to push lower, I'll be only convinced if we can break if we can break 69 on the dot. So if we break this zone, tying in with 69, we could be looking for further downside move, and I want to take a bit further analysis with this pair, and I'll look for downside opportunities and reassess what's going to happen. So long story short, I'm just still going to be looking for bullish opportunities until price breaks below 69.0. If we do, then I will have to update this pair, and we will be looking for bearish moves. So guys, that's all I wanted to talk about for this pair. If you are new to this channel or you're a new trader, feel free to join our trading group. That link is in the description. If you have any questions about our trades, I'm more than happy to help anyone. All you have to do is message us on our Instagram or our Telegram. and even you can drop a message into the YouTube channel as well, the YouTube section. So that'll be all from us, guys. Make sure you're subscribed, and I do appreciate your time for watching. So thank you very much for listening, guys. I'll see you guys all in the next one.